Hey guys, welcome to ShranCraft episode 5. I'm super excited to get today's episode started with you guys because I did a lot of off-camera work and I'm super pumped to show you guys, but I'm also excited to show you guys what we did last episode and kind of build off that in today's episode. As you can see, I'm wearing the Abraham Lincoln hat from the Hats mod, which I added this mod kind of later in the season in last episode, and it basically allows every mob in the game to have a chance to spawn with a hat on. So once you kill the mob, they will drop the hat and you can head into your hat inventory and choose different hats. So I have the Abraham Lincoln hat on, and you can have the Hog Rider hat, the pickaxe in the head hat. There's tons of different hats. I like the squid hat. I think it's my favorite. And yeah, let's walk around. So this that I just added is kind of like a little central park area. However, I incorporated the cherry blossom, or the cherry leaves, to kind of make it like a DC, New York themed kind of park. So you have the cherry blossom trees, and then you have the central park aspect, which is kind of New York themed. And then you also have these kind of this little picnic area, as you can see the signs, which I think is pretty cool. And then in last episode, we made this parking garage, and just to kind of theoretically say it, let's say it goes underground like 8 levels, even though it doesn't, but let's just say it does for the city. I mean, it's not a real city, it's in Minecraft, so let's just say it does. And then in last episode, we made these 2 little towers right here, the investment corporation and partnership for myself, and then my properties and real estate company that I made on this tower, which I think looks really nice. I really like how this one came out, at least. This one I like, but I really like that one. It kind of reminds me of the high-end apartments from Grand Theft Auto 5, but that's just what I think. And this is our new metro station. So this is the Shranopolis metro station, and this is for our financial district. And so when you walk in, there's, some decorations and stuff, but there's also a web screen from the web displays mod. So you can insert a URL. So I'm on YouTube right now, so there's some videos here, whatever. But that is the web screen, and you can insert any website you want onto that web screen. And then here we're going to have, I added the transit railway mod. So obviously I need to put the train in, but when I do that, I'll probably build it underground. I'll figure exactly how I'm going to do that out. I'm going to put the train in there, and then we're probably going to connect it to some different areas, and I'm super excited to have that all connected. But yeah, that's kind of my plans for this. Oh, also the road. I extended out the road so I can have these little areas here. But otherwise, that's my plans for this episode, and I'm excited to get going. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Okay guys, we finished our first metro station, and although it doesn't really connect to anything special or another metro station or another train station, it's still kind of a base outline for what we currently have, and I really like it, and I added some extra decorations and stuff, so I'm super excited to show you guys. So you can insert your emeralds into here, and then you add a value to your account. As you can see, I have a value of $38,000. You can enter these ticket barriers, and then you can leave them. So as you can see, I lost $2 from that fare, even though I haven't gone on anything yet. However, if I try to evade the fare, it is a $500 fare penalty. But we're gonna act like we're going through it normally. So I entered the ticket entrance, and there's an ATM, an air conditioner, soda machines here, donuts, counters, vending machines, claw machines, popcorn machines, slot machines, arcade machines, gumball machines, all cool types of stuff, little decorations in here. And then let's head upstairs, and then I'm gonna kind of add more to this area so it's not like you're dying. There's a little area there. Let's head downstairs, and let's get on to the metro. So now we are currently at the financial district, and we are heading to the temporary station. It's a temporary station. You'll see.
Next station, temp station.
We have a little intercom voice here, and then you can get off on the temporary station. Obviously, I'm gonna move this, but just a little example to show you guys. And then we're heading back. So we head back actually into the depot, which is this area here that spawns the metros and trains, and then we head back to our financial district station. I think it's pretty cool, and I'm super excited to add more and connect it throughout the worlds. Obviously, this is a smaller train station, so I'm going to try to keep it a little smaller one. I don't want like a huge train metro station inside of the financial district. You generally want like a big one inside of the main downtown area, airports, and stuff like that. So that's kind of my plans on what to do, but I thought it was really cool. And then if we head back over to our ticket barrier, it was a $2 fare to ride that train. So really cool. So yeah, obviously quite cool. And I finished up the train station just a little bit, or the metro station, sorry. So I have the same elevators, but I made these little birch lattice fences, and then I made 3 platforms total. And so I gave a little bit more space in between kind of the areas and the platforms. And I'm also going to add the transit railway. I'm pretty sure there is, yeah, the platform screen doors. So I haven't done it yet, and also the passenger information displays. I'll probably do that later sometime, but obviously something to be looking out for is some of the platform screen doors, so like people don't fall off into the train tracks. So there's going to be a screen door here, and then information displays to display, I was going to say flight information, metro information, so how long the next train is, where the train's going, and yada yada yada. Also, I just wanted to address the elephant in the room. So we all know I have the flowy charm. I think I got this last episode, and it grants me strength 1 permanently. However, I killed a mob off camera while I was building this. It was like right here, and it dropped me a skill book from Epic Fight. And I'm pretty sure what it did is it said if you use this skill book, it will consume. So if I click I, it like consumes mana. So you see how I'm able to roll? Hold on here. And on the bottom right, it consumes mana. So it said like 20% less mana or stamina, I think. And then it said for that you get 2 extra hearts, or it might have granted me more stamina. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't read it, but I just got 2 extra hearts. So I wanted to address the elephant in the room because I know I didn't talk about it, and it's kind of interesting to look at. Also over here, so I'm gonna build Shran's International Bank. I moved this building over from here to here using World Edit, and then I'm gonna build this now. So I'm kind of modeling it after the JP Morgan Chase building, where it has a couple pillars and then it kind of has that final main one, and then on the bottom there's these cool little suspension thingies. But here's what I'm kind of planning on doing. I'm using this cool little polished endstone block and polished sandstone block. So obviously very cool, and I don't know, I'm really into it. I really like it. I'm also planning on building Maze Bank or US Bank Tower from Los Angeles and putting that somewhere here, or some sort of design similar to it. I know I kind of built this building over here, the bank, the Shranopolis International Bank. This is pretty similar to the Maze Bank building, but it's not really what I was going for. It kind of has this weird design where you have these floors every 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then these is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it eventually catches up, and then it has these big floors, which is kind of a cool design and what I'm going for on that building. But I don't know. I was thinking of using some real life information, real life architecture and stuff like that. So I was thinking of putting that somewhere like maybe over there, and then also the Goldman Sachs building and some other ones that I find that look really cool and some architecture. But yeah, let me fill this in and I'll show you guys some of the results. Okay guys, so I finished the JP Morgan skyscraper, which I kind of turned into the Steinway skyscraper, actually, the Steinway Tower in NYC, and then I finished the Maze Bank / US Bank Tower from Los Angeles. So let's start with the Maze Bank / US Bank Tower, which I think came out really well. It starts off with this kind of circular oval architecture on the bottom, and it builds into a couple more circles and ovals, and eventually to the top, which I think is really cool. And I will be furnishing this building and that building over there. We're actually going to be moving our stuff from here to over there because I think this is just such a cool tower to move our stuff into. And here, I'll take a little side view. Actually, let me turn the shaders on. So yeah, it looks much better now. A lot more reflective and pretty. So I built it kind of close in this little area here. And and I named this tower the Skyline Financial Group because, you know, it's our financial district, but I didn't want to name it Shrans blank again. However, this is Shrans Financial International Bank. This is just such a cool skyscraper, high rise. I love it. Kind of starts off here, and let me wait for the modular items pop up to disappear. It kind of goes in, so it doesn't stay completely straight. It kind of goes diagonal all the way up, and that last little box, it goes up like double the usual. So this will, let's say this is like 10 blocks up, 10 blocks up. This goes probably like 20 blocks up or whatever I put it at. And then obviously I have this kind of Avengers inspired helicopter pad from the Avengers Tower, which I think is really cool how I have it lit up from the end rods. And then I really like just how, oh wow, it's like really reflective. Just how, you know, I did the framings. So I'd put the pillars and I'd put the panes, and then on this side I had it flat, so it wasn't going in, or it didn't have that kind of horizontal shape where I would have it go one in, one in, one in, and kind of build it. It would just stay flat the entire time, which I like. Why does it keep giving me this pop-up of modular items? I don't know why. Yeah, here's another view of it. I think it looks really good. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do 100% where all my other stuff's going to be, but yeah, I think it looks really good. And I'm excited to get a couple more high-rises into this episode. So my plan is that I build the Pepsi Tower from Los Angeles, and I also build the Goldman Sachs high-rise. Yeah, the Goldman Sachs and then the Pepsi Tower. And I think I'm going to put that... why does it keep giving me this pop-up? I'm not sure. Of modular items. I think I'm going to put the Goldman Sachs maybe right here, and then I'll put the... whoops, lag. And then I will put the... and then I will put the Pepsi Tower right here, so it'll look nice from right here. And then I'm also going to put some commercial areas too, just not in this episode. It'll probably come maybe next episode or the episode after that. We're just kind of working on our main general infrastructure. So yeah, stay tuned guys for the updates. Okay, so I finished the Goldman Sachs building, and I think it's kind of more Goldman Sachs inspired. I haven't put a name for it yet, but it's kind of like a generic office building. I'll put a name here. Oh yes, and before I get to that building over there, okay. So for my properties and real estate company, I made 2 of them because I thought it was kind of ugly, or at least kind of weird to look at, just this backside here. So I made 2 of them. I just copy and pasted it with World Edit, but yeah, I made 2 of them, and so it's really nice. I mean, I think it's a very nice building, but I think 2 of them will look good. And speaking of 2 of them, I'm making the One World Trade Center, or One World Trade Center kind of inspired, because, you know, the top is very similar, and then I'm going to have that kind of diagonal linear line, I guess you could say, inspired, but I'm going to make 2 of these, so I'll put another one right here. I might get rid of that little area right there, or something like that. We'll see. I'm not totally done with either of them. I'm basically done with this one. I just got to add a roof and stuff. But I added this, kind of similar to this one, this diagonal design. Similar to that one too. Diagonal design. And then on this side, I kind of made it a little circular-ish, kind of little circular shape, I guess. But pretty generic office building type of build. And then I'm going to make a twin to this one once I'm finished. So I'm going to finish these 2, and then you guys will see the results of Shranopolis. I'm also going to give them names too. So I'll see you guys in a second when I finish the buildings. Okay guys, so I turned on my best shaders for the final reveal of the Twin Towers, or 2 of the One World Trade Centers, and I just wanted to come back here, and these are the solar shaders if you want to use them yourself. Come back here and show you guys what we started off with. So obviously kind of cool, and then we're going to add some commercial areas down here, and maybe another high-rise over on that top right little area over there. But very cool that they're connected, and maybe I'll add another one. I was actually thinking of deleting the connections because I think it doesn't look very good because they're 2 different they're 2 different designs completely, and I don't think it looks very good that they're connected. So maybe in the next episode I'll delete the connections and add some commercial areas. We'll see. But if we make a turn, oh my gosh, look at this skyline. So currently we're on top of our garage little area. There's the metro that we made off camera, but at the start of the episode as well. We got our trains working. We're going to create more metro stations, have a fully functioning city. But look at this. We have this whole on little office building area too. Here we have our international bank. We have my Shran's International Bank, so I'm going to refer to it as my International Bank. And then we have 2 of the One World Trade Centers. We have the Maze Bank / US Bank Tower. We have the buildings that we made last episode. So this kind of GTA apartment style high rise. And then if we come over here, we have the let's see. We have this building right here. I think the design looks, what is this called again? Yeah, my investment corporation and partnership building. I think that looks very nice. And then we have this beautiful bank, this kind of Steinway Tower, JP Morgan inspired building. And then we have 2 of the One World Trade Center type build. I mean, wow, look at this. It is just, I gotta turn down my brightness. Let's see, brightness, bright, turn it on like 50%. Yeah, there we go. Wow, it looks beautiful. Especially with the end rods and the reflection and stuff. It looks very nice, and I'm super excited to do all this. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. I'm gonna keep this series going, but man, does this city, it's taking shape, it's coming together. I'm really excited to get into the next episode. My plans for the next episode are probably gonna be build some more roads so we can have a hotel district. So this is our financial district. So, we're going to need hotels around here for all the business people. With that being said, the hotel district will lead into the main downtown. So that would be sports arenas and entertainment districts, which would also be used for the hotels. And, more metro stations, more... I know I started off the episode with a park over here. I just didn't really like it. I'm going to put the Central Park, kind of New York themed, inside of the main downtown of the city rather than in the financial district. Another plan is probably... Oh, look at my hat. So if you watch anime, this is Sasuke from Naruto. I think it's a really cool hat. And then I think I'm going to probably delete these connections. I think I'm going to maybe move this building, actually, over to here. Actually... I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm gonna move all my stuff from this building into over here. We're gonna get into some more mods. So we didn't really get into any mods this episode. We got into Tax Z last episode, so we got our gun. Actually, wait, we did get into mods. We got into the metro station. I apologize. But We'll probably get into some more mods, maybe start with Draconic Evolution, or we'll see, maybe Immersive Engineering or something like that. And yeah, we'll probably move this building, we might move that one, we'll see. And I'm super excited to keep this series going with, guys. Yeah, stay tuned, the city's really taking shape, it's really fun to do, I love doing this, and thanks for watching. So peace out, have a great day, and enjoy.